Hello everyone, this is Serious Trivia. Welcome back to another episode of our Anno 117 Let's Play here in Endless Mode. And there has been some major changes to our very first starter island. I have reorganized everything. There's some stuff I really like, and there are a lot of stuff that's not finished yet. So let's first cover what I changed. I cleaned up the coastline, so now not everything's pressed up against the beach. I constructed the outlines of a wall that I want later on. It's currently set up in plan mode. There's also watchtowers and gates. I limited it to just 2 entryways into the island if they attack from the main port side. Obviously there are other landing spots, so we're still super exposed, but I don't think we'd get attacked. This is just sort of a setup for the front that we have. Most of the port related stuff are still here. I moved the the shipyard from over here to over here. I had to cancel out one of the fishing huts. I don't think we need that much. Looking at a warehouse, we have like a lot of extra fish, sardines, 22 actually. So maybe we will be short. Maybe I have to start a new section for them. That's fine. But basically down to 1. The mackerel from just 1 fishery. I guess we're just not producing enough garum. Speaking of that, that has been moved over here. What I'm really proud of this setup is that I spread out our productions around the island and limited the negative influence from these buildings that have them. So garum here is smells, right? You're making fish sauce with salted mackerel. So -2 happiness for anything near it. And we're only going to put it next to 1 building. Nothing else is in their range. And things like Potter, which is a fire hazard. Nothing else is in its range except for another Potter. All right, we're running double Potter, but they can't be so far away from a warehouse that, you can't have them functioning. It needs to be within the range of the warehouse. So we do have these warehouses spaced out to do that. And then right over here, I'm running 9 hemp farms because we just been short on hemp for a bit, and I also really want to make lots of spinners because these spinners also give us knowledge boost after we research the tech. So basically we're going to try to maximize the number of spinners we have, and thus we need hemp, and we also need it for rope. So there are a bunch of things that need it. So I also want to fill out this island, which is why we have 9. The 2 little coastal tiles, these 2 are clay. There is no negative effect on them. They're close enough to where they're needed. Obviously, the warehouse will also deliver. This is the sailmaker next to our sheep farm. The 4 of them have been regrouped from over there, and they have all been lined up neatly in their own little area. And you can see within their range, nothing's giving them negative factors. I shifted our bee gatherer here. I basically need empty land. This is pretty easy to place. We have 83 out of 80. And then all the woodcutters are also placed in this patch of forest. We had 3, and we're going to keep 3. And we have 3 sawmill to kind of work with them. Maybe the ratio is a little off, but yeah, it's worked out all right with our lumber usage. Down here is the really smelly pigsties, and we have 2 of them. And next to them is the soap maker, which requires the lard, and the lard is getting produced here by the renderer, which is a fire hazard. We have a tannery here for the hide coming from the pigs, and we are trying to fix all of that with a decent amount of city watch placement, metaseed placement, and visual placement. There could be a little movement on these, I think. You can see with the range of everything is something we can play around with. Yeah, where we are still getting the bonuses. The reason why they're not getting it from this is because I have them over here. And then we're also using the wells and watchtowers to give a secondary boost on them as well. They're placed down here, not up to the road, is because I don't want their range to get into these buildings and then we get additional negative factors. So it's all about isolating them. And another factor we have here is we have the salt refinery, which used to be in the front with our port, now over here. This is also staying out of all the negative circles. So it's going to just function by itself. Also, it's a raw material needed for one of the products over here. I forgot which one, but we try to keep everything close. Not these. Refined salt. It's cement, right? So refined salt from this, and then our lime is coming from over here. And then the cement maker is right here. These don't really have negatives, so they're fine. I'm just gonna have to keep them away from other negative factors so there's no overlap. Big fire hazard with the charcoal. Also here, but we're gonna try to fix it with the visual plus a well. This is where we make our tiles. And then over here, we have our iron mine, also isolating all the negative factor by themselves with the furnace and the weaponsmith. And then we have our visual and the well for this as well. So the industry side of thing, I love it. I think this is how you need to play to work down the negative factor. Now, why is my negative factor exploding after doing this? It's because I decided to reset up the city design. And by doing so, we're missing a lot of buildings. Because started running out of money, and I ended up deciding to delete some units, delete some buildings instead of moving them around so much. The concept here is I want to maximize our specialists in the villa. In particular, Brutus over here, which gives all residents in range 20% additional workforce from the population. So every building in the game has a population figure that changes based on how much of the needs is fulfilled. So the more needs we can fulfill, the more population we get in the building. And then by default, 50% of that population will become your workforce, which is up here. And now we have 70% if it's within the range of the villa. Basically, I can get our population working. And the benefit is each population creates health issues, creates fire hazard. And if we can just efficiently use them by having 70% of them working instead of 50%, it's just going to be better. So the concept here is we want to maximize the number of houses within the range of our villa. And I did that, as you can see here. Insane number of houses in the range. The only exception I did is I put a statue here, Statue of Neptune, just because it looked pretty. And then eventually there's going to be a scriptorium over here. It could slide away and can build another group of houses. I haven't decided here yet. There's still a couple things in the works. Yeah, now I'm looking at this, I don't like it. Well, good thing it's just planned. What we can do is... It used to look like this and I changed it, and now I'm changing it back. It took me at least 5 hours to get this set up. OCD plus just trying to calculate how everything works, especially with we have an aqueduct planned out. We'll talk about that very soon. That's a warehouse, which we need. Let me see if I can fit everything. Yeah, we probably can. Just don't build any roads across it. Temporarily slap these over here. I don't like the lavender farm here either. I mean, we're trying to just kind of make it work. It's not the way that I would do it ideally, but things aren't going to be super ideal right now. Ah, that's a shame. It's going to squeeze out. If it's going to squeeze out, I might as well make it squeeze out one extra. But then the argument would be this is better on the outside because to get more adjacency effect, whereas this doesn't need it. I can just put this here and then move this. You can see why this takes me 5 hours to try to get everything exactly perfect the way I like it. Alright, let's talk about it. Now, because I put so many houses in the middle, the adjacency bonuses where we had, you know, visuals and markets and taverns, it's actually all messed up. And it's not maximizing those buildings. We're just maximizing one building, which is the villa. And to compensate for that, I'm making the four corners where, you know, since it's circular, where we have some room to get where all the other multiplier buildings would be. So our, you know, sanctuaries over here, scriptorium, or this is gymnastics, so basically the knowledge center, and then tavern, market, and then warehouses on the side, and all the buildings that we want to have, adjacency effects like the spinner. And we're squeezing it onto the corners. And I need it on all 4 corners. And I don't have that many copies of the building. So when we resume, we're going to just try to make a little bit of money and build these up as we go. You might have noticed I have severe health issues because we don't have our visuals and our medices in the middle. It still have really good coverage, but it's not perfect. Like I don't have a medici over here. So there's like no medici coverage if we just scan it over. You can see this side's missing a medici. And so is this corner. There's one over here. There's one over here. So if I place these down and get it to work, we could get this number looking a lot better. But I need to find like a good spot where I'm happy with it. That's basically most of my concern right now. The solution that I have in mind is that if we get enough cement and I can make the aqueduct the way it is, it's coming from this mountain and it has to go downhill, which has a problem because that side is higher, or else this would have gone down the side of the street just like what we did here. I did double streets to make sure that we can have this fit in the middle. And what I want to do is come down here and build this thing. This basically it's like a little well where you can get fresh water, and cistern provides +3 health and +3 fire safety for all nearby buildings. So once we get this online, it will solve a lot of this. I have one here, I have one here, and I have one here. And that should cover the majority of our city here, and we should be able to fix this. That's kind of the game plan right now. I know we have a second island. I like the way it is. It's raw material. I made one change. I destroyed both of the olive oil press over here. I just want them to make the olives and ship it to us, which is what this ship is doing. Raw material only, grapes, resin, and olive. And I'm going to make the olive in a press here on this island, which is, I think, right here. No, that, oh yeah, Venter. Did I make an olive oil? I think I did. Oh man, imagine if we can't find it. Yep. So the fact that this doesn't overlap means I build it somewhere over here. Right here. Ah, we can see the icon right there. Yeah. It has a health benefit. So we can actually build more of this. And we can actually expand the city past this center if they just won't get the villa boost, because we got as much villa boost as we can. So I'm not going to regret that. And they can get the 4 corner boost as we expand out. So eventually the lavender farm play wouldn't be here. Like I said, I don't love that, but that's kind of where things are. We're going to get some fires and some plagues. So that part we have to fix.
You've met a neighboring governor. Part of being a good governor is learning how to deal with rivals.
What I can do is actually get the houses online. Because we have the timber.
Big?
Offering me a treaty. He's friendly. I don't have to worry about him. $1,000. Yeah, I don't have the money. So the building that require cash, I can't really build, but the houses are free. As long as we have wood, we have the house. All right, and then we just like selectively open places as we get the money.
Go on, what's caught fire now?
Let's see. He's ready to take a loan, but must be paid back with interest. I have a much stronger economic power. And a way stronger naval power.
Queen? Wow, Wada.
This requires a road. I was thinking maybe it didn't. Yeah, it looked kind of nice on the side, but we can rotate it back.
Simple serves best.
Yeah, it's not letting me do the auto surround, which is kind of weird. That's why I thought I didn't need road. $250. Gonna get the tavern and markets online first.
I expected better from one of your caliber.
So he want us to be happy? I mean, I want us to be happy. Alright, we can actually build this now. No, we can't. We need more cement. They need a warehouse, right? Yeah. We're going to be missing some warehouses in certain places. I just didn't know where, so we're going to wait for the prompt. Probably better to put it over here. Cover that building too. Oh, we're going to just pop that up. So they don't need a warehouse because this one's in range. Awesome. So this one doesn't need to be built. Hmm, 2,250 construction, just kind of out of the question right now. And then waiting for our cement production to catch up.
But there's no warehouse.
I didn't realize that problem. There's one right here. I feel like it's the range is based on road, right? So right now the road is he has to take the long way. If I just make the road here, oh, I can't. It doesn't fit onto this thing. And there we wasted a bit of money. What if I move you? Much overlap with that one. Yeah, this will still work. Let's see which one looks better. Then I can take this road here, which I think will solve the warehouse issue. Really, it's not gonna let me build a road. It doesn't look good at all. What if we do this? Still no good? That's not close enough? Alright, scratch it all. Move you back. And we'll just build a warehouse in this area. Probably down here, actually. In case I want to build something out over here.
As long as we're out of that range. Okay, we're probably not going to want to build anything out over here. Wait for 100. Okay, as long as they're out of the range, yes, it's a couple extra population and workers, but we can afford it.
I await your instruction. Only time will tell.
I believe these upgrades is going to require... I need house upgrades. To tier 3.
Even if I only buy as a carrot at the market, I'm buying it for me.
Oh, we can purposely suppress some houses where we don't need them to level up. Well, that's interesting, actually. Alright, we got the first cement level done. I don't have 500. There's a spinner over there. Doesn't cover everything. Alright, we have 4 spinners. It could be just the corner buildings will level up a little bit quicker than the others. Yeah, all the farms are here. Someone settle island. Oh, it's okay. I don't want to go right now. Let me get my island fixed up the way I want it to be. Okay, it feels like we have everything. It's just that the game doesn't do the upgrades, so I'm gonna just end up deleting this. Please don't delete my path. Okay, good. It's where they delete all the other path after it. Boom.
This has got to be my favorite thing.
He likes that. How much are these? 52, 2 cement. Yeah, we gotta watch out we don't go into debt. Yeah, all these buildings have their own costs as well. I believe it's a festival. Neptune's festival. I need some tier 1 buildings who want to go to tier 2. Don't have any of that. Oh, we're going to debt. We need to try to make some more money. I mean, our residences generate cash. Maybe we can just build more houses.
A ship is under attack.
So wary, Praetor. We stand, waiting. Mariners, forward! Time flies, as do we. We advance. Waiting for your decree. Festina Lente. Salve, Praetor. We stand, waiting.
We might need to look into trade or diplomacy to get some cash.
Waiting for your decree.
Alright, you need to go back and repair.
We stand, waiting.
Sales. Okay.
We advance. Festina Lente.
Visit them. I believe we can visit and trade.
Time flies.
Get a contract.
As do we.
That's in Albion. Have a trade treaty. I think that's what the contract is. I think the issue is just that, yeah, we don't have resources sometime. Is there maintenance on these? Let me check. 6 per 10 tiles. Well, our economies actually just went into the negative. Because we're not fulfilling everyone's need. What are we missing? Food looks not as good anymore. So we need more spinners. Yeah, start shipping back sardines.
Cohorts at your command. Die!
I think we can try to fix it by building more houses here, where we can actually fulfill people's happiness. Yeah, this major overhaul definitely is causing lots of economic pain. Where is our ship?
We advance.
Oh, Oh, they're here. Oh.
So
Where do we
Friar
rescue? Ah, right here, right here. That's what they want us to do. There's reward money, and we desperately need it.
Mariners, forward!
Our scouts have sighted new land.
Time flies, as do we.
That's gold.
Mariners, forward! Through the waves.
A fire has started in your city.
I'm not surprised.
Mariners,
I actually think it's
forward!
on the... It's on this city. We have visual on over here. Yeah, we have a little bit... This is with positive fire safety.
We advance. Time flies.
That's
as do
actually
we.
a pretty important one. It's going to lead us to the final health building. And then we're going to queue up a few more things. Is paved road really that important right now? Cheaper warehouse. Let's do that next. We need to get another island, set the patron god, or we can switch the new island that we have to also... Alright, we need a trade route in Albion to get this unlocked to get us over here. Charcoal. I'm sure we have 150. I guess we never got max charcoal. 5 aqueducts. We're working on that. Alright, this is where we picked up the contract. It's gotta be somewhere around here,
Through the
right?
waves.
There is a shortage of workforce in one of your cities.
I mean, if they give me houses to upgrade, I can get it to the second tier, but I can't. We have 18, we have no cash, negative income. If I force this build, we need a little bit more cement. Let's chat in diplomacy. Can we rescue this game? Have we overdone ourselves here? $8,000 for our, and then the payback would be 153. And he's only willing to do this one. A benevolent loan.
You can have my allowance.
Alright, we'll do that. And he's not willing to do this. So if we remove the unhealthy city, he's okay with it. Alright, now at least we have some cash to burn through.
Man, you motivate me. I'd like your autograph on this treaty.
He offered one to
I'd
us.
be delighted.
A governor can tell friend from foe by using diplomacy.
Neptune's finest! Ready!
I don't see any more rescues.
Mariners! Forward!
Ah. They actually lost some houses.
What could you possibly require? Through the waves! Festina Lente.
Our scouts have sighted new land.
Through the waves!
A lot of different resources.
Festina Lente.
I mean, I can only guess it would be over here.
Through the waves!
Alright, we're burning through that loan pretty quick. Do we have cement? Is it not connected? I see the water. Oh, this piece is not built. There we go. I feel there is water. That's nonsense.
Your aqueduct. Quite an achievement from such humble beginnings.
Okay, so I need a different source for this group because you can't connect to two. I think that's what I learned. Alright, we can just link it to this one. Thought we were getting cute there. Alright, that's gonna have to wait, but you can see that immediately turned this around quite a bit. And if we can just get the water all the way down here as well, hopefully things will improve, although we are getting farther and farther in debt. But there's so many of these working. I mean, I need the worker to be balanced, but if I can't get them fulfilled, I can't get the workers out. Is that not a tavern? Oh,
Tavern
not in their
wall's got
range.
my name on it. I practiced.
We don't have enough spinners. They're all filled. Which is fine, I guess, because we don't need it right now.
Waiting for your decree.
Okay, why is he not going? Wait, why does... Okay, why does he have tiles and lumber?
There are signs of public unrest.
Feels like we killed ourselves with this huge rebuild. Alright, we got the new little... Oh, it's not the same size. No way. Okay, alright. They just really like to challenge us
Under
here.
attack.
Neptune's finest. Ready.
He parked himself?
Seize the day.
I think we're gonna fail this contract because I don't see another
Mariners, forward.
one to rescue. I need to get this one to offload the other
What
two
could
goods.
you
It's not shipping the
possibly
rest because it
require?
has leftovers from the previous trade.
Festina Lente.
As you go there. Yeah, I call the ship back. It is a minor issue.
Mariners, forward.
A ship is under attack.
Through the waves. We advance. Festina Lente. What could you possibly require?
Okay, that's a problem. We're full everywhere. Where can I sell this? You know what? I'm gonna dump it and send it back on the proper trade that I want, so at least we can get these going.
Waiting for your decree.
What's wrong?
Neptune's finest. Ready. We advance.
Welcome to Lily Bayon, Governor. I am Valeria Turan, proprietor of its many establishments.
Time flies, as do we.
This is actually where we're supposed to finish this quest if we want to do it.
Through the waves.
But we have an ongoing contract that I have no idea how we're gonna
stand,
finish.
Waiting.
Let's just clear out fog? Like, what else can we do? Alright, our income situation is getting a little bit... There we go. We can balance out the workforce a little bit more.
Your pull has drawn me out.
People come here to live a little, just like before the eruption.
Selway, Praetor.
I mean, we have one. I don't know where the rest are.
Festina Lente.
Our scouts have sighted new land.
We advance. Mariners, forward!
Well, pretty sure we spent our loan, and our economy has not bounced back. And the repayment's going to start soon, and we might actually get a game over. Well, they're bringing the raw materials back. Right, they're missing goods because we haven't been getting the trade route through.
Our scouts have sighted new
At
land.
least let me try to get this fixed.
Fire has started in your city.
See, with that, this is looking much better.
My tutors used to go on about how diplomacy's so difficult, but it looks like we agree on everything anyway. There's some real potential here. So, I had an idea for a new routine.
Okay, what's the treaty?
Come, gather. Listen to a king's speech.
Our scouts have sighted new land.
So it seems to be just new treaty available. Is this a fire after we just improved everything? Yes, we could use one of these. We finally have positive figures for this. And now we have positive numbers across the board. Income kind of bounced back. Maybe we can be saved.
Let me out! Let me out!
Okay, we got them on duty here.
Hazardous housing, rampant disease. Think of your athletes in residence. Think of their health.
They're all out there, waiting on your wisdom.
Oh, thank you. 20,000
No
from the
messing
Emperor.
around.
We lose 10 points. Okay.
Ere?
Well, with the loan, so we paid the debt, I think. The 8,000 got paid off. And then we have a positive income now. So I think we're good.
Neptune's finest! Ready!
Yeah, we just basically had them travel all the way across. Want to figure out the whole map now. Where is this ship?
Think on it. I see how it is.
Ready to
Sure.
go big?
Especially now we have a risk
We
of getting
stand,
attacked.
Waiting.
Oh, man.
Festina Lente.
Our scouts have sighted new land.
Alright, seems like we're kind of back.
Our scouts have sighted new land.
You've carved out a legend.
Yeah, the transition was a little rough, but now I think we're good. Am I overspending on a
scouts have
wall?
sighted
Yes,
new
but
land.
there's a threat of war, so I don't think it's too bad.
A ship is under attack.
Prepare for war! In a spot of bother. Waiting for your decree.
Oh, Governor! Diana Augusta. Mother reckons keeping the codices does me good, but I'm literally dying to get back to Rome.
Some neutral parties, not all of them are aggressive and raiders.
There's a market for everything, if you're desperate enough.
Our scouts have sighted new land.
Don't want to be that close to the bakery, but I think we're out of space. Yeah, we're going to be adjacent to something. Unless we don't want the bonus. Or we get rid of a few houses. Yeah, probably not a bad setup.
Can't stuff all that down me folds.
Not ideal again. Alright, this we just gotta build, I think.
Waiting for your decree.
I don't think we have access to the repair sites yet. We have nothing queued. It's no good. Oh, we can't get those yet. I feel like we need to work on the economy. Increasing the range of buildings. Well, at least we're not dead. We got out of debt, took the Emperor to help us out a little bit, but... Wait, we have a specialist on us? I have full weapons?
Let's get started then.
Where did she come
Our
from?
scouts have sighted new land.
Cement's still a little slow.
Our scouts have sighted new land.
It's going to cost a lot more. We're not going to be able to do this right now, but it is now an option for the future.
What could you possibly require?
Our scouts have sighted new land.
We stand, waiting. Through the waves.
A ship is under attack.
Neptune's finest. Ready. Festina Lente.
More weapons. Guess you can store it here.
Mariners, forward. What could you possibly require?
I think we're kind of full on the resources that were shipped over here as well. Yeah, resin's full, olive's pretty much full, grapes is pretty much full.
Our scouts have sighted new land.
Oh, plus 100 storage. Massive. Needs to connect to a road somewhere.
Waiting for your decree.
Yep, now we can go over 100. 150. 150. Alright, we've got choose the Celtic path for this. Alright, if we don't play Albion, we're just locked out of these down here. Can we go here and just change their patron god? Because this, while we do benefit from these, I think it's better if we switch. I don't really care about their devotion level. Ooh, that's a big island. Where's our ships?
Waiting for your decree.
So let me guess, the other two players are actually on Albion start? Because this looks just pretty empty. This is a huge island over here.
Festina.
Alright, aside from Dorian, we just haven't seen anyone else.
We stand, waiting.
Oh, did I move the ship by accident? My bad. Out of cement again. And by the next batch, we should have it.
You must be the governor.
Ah, we met the other player.
Siama.
So she is on the map.
Glowing clouds, like the ones you see in the desert at dawn. What is yours?
Mariners! Forward!
What a pleasure to meet you.
She's
I am
very
Siama.
trade
Father's a
focused.
silk merchant. You simply must join us for dinner sometime. Imagine the
Wow,
possibilities.
minus 135. She's petty. Refuse ransom. Religious difference. Harassed by raider fleet. Why is that my problem? Yeah, but clearly the fourth player is an Albion player.
So weary, Praetor.
I think it's because the character we pick was an Albion character, so they started on the Albion side of things. Is it not enough cement? Can I do just one piece? Guess I can't. I'll just wait for more cement. I mean, we could build more cement. We need a corresponding workforce too.
I try to stay calm. It's the only way to get things done.
Which island does she want? I mean, she's so friendly. She wants an Albion island that we have no vision of. Go for it.
You've got a knack for this.
I mean, it's not like we really want to go right now.
This fish is the salt of the sea.
I mean, things actually look pretty good for once. Income's bounce back. Our setup, I feel like, is flawless.
I knew you'd flourish under the eagle's wing, Governor.
So he likes Neptune. And then once we get this started, it's going to be a huge burst of fire safety and health on top of that. Five cement.
Neptune's finest! Ready!
We can go tackle this quest. This is how many 10 cement on this and 15,000 construction cost. I mean, there is a +3 happiness, +1 knowledge, +1 prestige. I don't know if this is actually that. It's not something that we really need that much. I didn't see any island with this, but we actually discovered most of
your instruction.
We're out of things again. Get the workforce. Get that workforce. I don't have Aqueduct running towards any of our farms. Now the numbers look great. We haven't looked at this in a while. I think it's functioning the way we want it to be, right? Getting us the resources we need. Now we're scouting for island that has cows because we want to make cheese. None of them have it. Is it Albion only? Alright, we might be forced to go to Albia, because there might be an island here, but it doesn't look like it's a resource that we have here. Bummer. Actually used up all our wood. This is a lot of wall to cover. Come on, sawmills. I guess it's part of the watchtower now. Why is the plebeian workforce, or the Libertas workforce, dropping so fast?
Even if I only buys a carrot at the market, I'm buying it for me.
Automatically went to plan mode because we don't have enough wood. This should solve the problem temporarily. Alright, we kind of already expanded the residential on this side. It's going to have to come from this side. I think a lot of the reason is we don't have enough food. I mean, we're trying. There's so many porridge stands.
We don't have much to offer.
And there's so many oat farms. Literally 6 oat farms. We didn't increase the demand of this, so it must be a population drop. City Watch Fire is using most of this. We could start reducing some of that because we now have a lot of water. Ships, military use, units, military buildings. So when we build the military buildings, the towers, they're using people. But the deficit's growing. I think it's because it's turning things offline, which is actually hurting us. Okay, what if we take out the towers? Like a half-cost refund? I didn't know that was gonna cause this much of a workforce issue. Then we don't even need this little bit of the wall. There we go. And that this should all bounce back and then they get online. And with a new area, we should be fine. In the future, if we want the towers back, we can put the towers back. But things stand, we're probably going to keep it as is. Come on, bounce back. There we go. And then as the need get fulfilled, population rises back, and then we should even things out. Alright, so I guess things look pretty good. We're gonna get this thing online soon. That's the only major building we're currently missing. We don't have any ox farms. Not produced in this province. Ah, that's clear. Clear as daylight. So we have to go to Albion to get the next tier level up. That would be the only thing we're missing. And if we really feel wealthy, we can start thinking about the road upgrades. Going for a paved road. Maybe just around our... Well, this little bit needs 11. And we get extended range. It's worth it, I think, because of the extended range. Alright, we're going to be generating more workforce because of this. So I think the next big step is to get the road upgraded. Well, we probably want to upgrade it next to things that actually have range. Like markets.
Let's cut the bureaucracy. Get this done for me, eh?
So Diana's also counts.
So you do have convictions of your own?
Do I have enough to just send him? I do.
So Praetor. Through the waves.
Let's get this done.
Mariners, forward!
This sample can be free of charge.
Ah, and we can sell stuff here, right? Buy and sell. And we can buy some really good specialists here. Oh, that's actually not bad. We'll hold off on that. Let's go back. Deliver it to my trading post. Come back. Then we'll finish this quest here for the Emperor as well.
We stand, waiting.
We probably need more oat farm and more porridge. Just get the population growing. Happiness drop for prestige. She gets happiness drop. Okay, opposite of that. Or we can avoid it altogether. That's a huge happiness dip because it's every single building, which is thousands.
A bold step, Ere.
We're just gonna avoid it. Things are finally looking good. Not gonna mess with it.
Waiting for your decree.
Some days I just want to eat figs and spy on Senate meetings.
I need that pop-up.
We stand, waiting.
This feels so buggy.
Selway, Praetor.
Oh my god. Oh, that was right. We gotta be there to get the message. Oh my god, that's why I'm here. Please let me do it.
Rams for Jupiter! What time is it?
I think I clicked it.
Could have used a dozen like you in the 8th. Tell you that.
Oh man, that was rough.
We advance.
Then we finally got the delivery here as well. See, that's a much more calmer message.
Waiting for your decree.
I think we're supposed to return him here. Wait, this is not...
What do we do, Gov?
we don't have a soap on hand. So we ate a sandal. And we hire him, no matter what.
That's the way of it then.
Is he a specialist?
A genuine culinary miracle, eh?
Oh!
Thanks for helping out, Governor. I'll be thinking about that for half a century.
That's
Stick
massive.
your tongue out and say, No, looks good.
Am I not clicking on the right house?
Governor, there's been a raid at sea. It's Kaiso. He's sunk an innocent ship minding its own business. Some of my cousins are on it. Please, stop them from being taken as slaves.
Prepare for war.
I don't know which ship we're supposed to take out, but we're gonna go try to corner all of them. Oh, that's the one. That's the one. Everyone here.
Fortune favors the bold.
I mean, if it doesn't stop... Oh,
Mariners,
we have someone nearby. Excellent.
A ship is under attack.
through the way.
Might have to micro this. That's a big ship. And it's killing us right now.
Mariners,
To buy time. The others are coming. Don't get picked off.
advance. Time flies, as do we.
There's another ship somewhere. It's
Through
part of the
hardship,
quest.
to the stars.
Wow, this does
Festina
so much
Lente.
damage.
We advance. Remember that we die, hmm?
A grave disappointment.
In a spot of bother. Time flies, as do we. Through Follow the waves.
We all need to get back
Time
here.
flies, as do we.
We can definitely build more ships. We have the money. We have the resources. We're definitely not making as much as we did before, just because the adjacencies on the buildings are just not there. Purple dye from the snails. Silver? Okay. Well, they got expensive taste. There's another ship we're supposed to destroy. But we're gonna need more ships, and we also need our ships to be a little bit healthier. Oh, this is on the timer. My god. I don't think this is happening.
Through hardship to the stars. What could you possibly require? Neptune's finest! Ready!
Well, do we just tough it out? That's not our guy.
Mariners, forward!
If we micro a little bit, if we micro better, I think maybe we can do it. Just let these three tank it. Yeah, both porridge and sardines.
Construction of a ship has finished.
Salve, Praetor. We advance. What could you possibly require? Waiting for your decree.
We're actually healing while sailing. We don't have to be back at home. That's actually great news. Can we destroy this and return
Mariners,
passenger
forward!
before? I don't think we can make it.
Festina Lente. Mariners, forward!
A ship is under attack.
Neptune's finest! Ready!
I think we beat him before he kills any of them.
Time flies, as do we.
Oh, looks like Fortuna caught us napping.
So he died.
Festina Lente.
Okay. I hope it's not our fault. I feel like it's not our fault.
Construction of a ship has finished.
Right, we destroy the two ship that he wants. Haven't done that one yet. We can start selling some of our excess for this. But I think this is a good stopping point. We finally got the city the way we want it. We didn't go bankrupt doing it. Is this perfect and ideal? I'm not sure. I think it's space saving because of the population we save by having as much bonus as possible on these. And looks like they're already telling us the tier 4 resource, which will be marble. 500. That's tough. We're clearly going to need to start some new residential zones, especially for the tier 1 buildings, so that we can scale everything here up. Because I can level up most of these. It's just that I need to have more of the lower tier workers as we go along. This will help. You know, some of these will definitely help, but it's not going to be everything. Yeah, we're going to have this unlocked. That will help a lot. We'll get a legendary specialist. Yeah, so there's some interesting things we can unlock here on the research tree, which is progressing nicely. We're going to have to go to Albion. That's pretty clear. So once we're content with this setup, I think we'll make a move to Albion and probably set up some more trade routes. Maybe deal with him a bit more. I don't know if we want to go try to take care of him. We're supposed to meet him at sea. I don't know where he's scheduled to meet us. I don't see like a quest marker or anything here. Maybe we're supposed to send some ships in, but they have defensive buildings, so I'm a little worried about doing that. In any case, I think getting the city the way we want is a big achievement. There's plenty of room on this island that we can continue to build out. It's not going to be as nice as this part because it's not going to have the aqueducts, but we can make it work. There's definitely more room to put houses here because there's some good buildings with range that can give us adjacency bonuses that we can keep it up here. Did double roads on this just because it's fancy and also because it lines up with the original road a little bit better. And get that down, which I think in a few minutes we can do it. Yeah, it's literally a few minutes, but we're going to end things here and continue from here next time. Until then, bye!